Shalom. Sagt der Sauerkal von James Germany with a new lesson. First of and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles who listen to us as truth. Peace and blessings, salutations to the elect out there, spreading this truth, sincerity, and also charity across the four winds. So, give me a second. So, the lesson of this video is going to revolve around we in a fight, man. We continually in a fight, you know. And I say that because today I was talking to a brother, going through some things, and I just see also myself that Satan is really trying to put your spirit down on every way that he can, man. He's using everybody around you, man. But in all these things, you have to stay calm, cool, and collective. Because when I think about warfare, when I think about warfare and think about the different scenes that they give you through the series that you watch or through the movies that you watch, one of the main reasons why a general or why a person loses a battle is he gets into his emotions, man. He gets into his emotions. If it's wrath, if it's fear, anxiety, he lets the emotion win over him, man. So you're not allowed to do that in this fight, because Satan tries everything and everybody to play on your emotions, man. Really, everything and everybody. When I mean everything and everybody, I mean everything and everybody, man. Like for example, today I was driving my car on the highway. Police car pulled me over, making jokes and things like that about the thing that I did, which I personally didn't even knew because I wasn't taught in the thing. Nobody could really, in my environment, could answer me this question if I'm allowed to do that or not. So I see it just as a spiritual thing, and I see every father taught me, like, yeah, you're not allowed to do that, but you can drive like that, So, but nevertheless, you saw also the cop after that, because I told him straight up, I said, I didn't know that. He said, then you really had a bad driving teacher. Started laughing and shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool. But then after that, not in this moment, also in this moment, but for me, what I through the experience and this truth, the fight really starts after the situation. We say, for example, you had a fight, or you had this situation with the cop, right? So after that, Satan really tried to come in my mind, make me all angry, all upset. He told me, like, yeah, I'm gonna get a little fine, things like that. Make me all really furious and shit. Wanted to poke me, but didn't work. So that's the thing. This is what you have to understand, man. You have to really stay spiritual in these matters, man. You have to stay spiritual and analyze the situation, understand what is going on. But you only can do that if you know the scriptures. You only can do that if you understand the scriptures, man. If you don't do that, if you don't have to understand of the scriptures, you're going to be lost, man. Another example. You have a fight with your wife, and there's a problem that she has, but you told her straight to the point that this won't change, man. Still has this problem, you want to talk to her, call her up, just talk to her about something, and she's like, yeah, I'm not in the mood to talk, I don't want to talk to you, fuck these calls, basically like that, this attitude, and you want a certain level of respect, especially from your female, but this is what I tell you straight up, you won't get it in this kingdom, man. You won't get the level of respect that you want, man. To a certain extent, maybe, but other than that, not, man. You won't get the respect that you want, but nevertheless, another thing. Now she act like this, you're like, okay, cool. So then I won't talk to you. Okay, cool. Then she provoke you. Basically, she does the reverse psychology shit. If I could pronounce it right. She basically saying she don't want to talk, but eventually she want to talk. But you're like, okay, I won't talk to you then. Bye then. And then she flips the fuck out. You can flip up, you can react on it, but you shouldn't. Just leave it, man. You shouldn't react on these things, man. You should stay spiritual in all matters, man. In all that matters, stay spiritual, man. In all that ways, stay spiritual to the best of your ability, because they're gonna come situations where you're gonna flip. They're gonna come situations where you're gonna be like, hey, this is too much, man. This is what just happened. Fuck that, man. This is no go, man. But eventually you have to accept it anyways. You have to accept it anyways and keep it moving forward. Why? We're not in our rest. We're not in our kingdom. We're not in peace. We in a war, man. Continually. Day and night. In your sleep, Satan trying you. When you wake up, Satan trying you. Throughout the day, Satan is trying you. In every which way you can think of, literally, in every which way you can think of, Satan is trying you, man. If you want to believe it or not. So you have to stay strong in the faith, man. You have to continually stay strong in the faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and do what is necessary, which is staying spiritually, and really ultimately pushing this word, man. Try to use this energy that you have, this anger, this wrath, and try to do a lesson about that, man. It's the best advice I can give you. Not an all wrath that you're just gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. Cause no, certain lessons are like this, yes, but we shouldn't be always like that. Certain lessons are like that, especially when we're really hot in the spirit. But try to give the best edification that you can give, man. And that's the main point of these lessons. That's what you have to understand when you come to this truth. The only point why we do these lessons, the only point why we do these teachings, the only point why we do these sit-downs is to teach the nation of Israel. That's the only point, the only thing that we try to achieve with these lessons, man. Stir up the pure minds, I already said, provoke each other to good works and to really edify one another, man. Build up the elect and seal the elect that the end may come. This is our whole, and this is our whole goal, man. And this is what we should really do. So let me get a precept real quick. So go to the book of Ephesians. Bear with me 1 second. Go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and we start at verse 10. And it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. In which Lord? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Yahweh Yahushai. Because when you're strong in Yahushai, you're automatically strong in the Lord, Yahweh, man. And in the power of His might. Verse 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High. What is the whole armor? So first you have to understand, what is the whole armor? This word, this truth. Because this truth is giving you the patience. This truth, this word teaching you to control your anger. This truth is teaching you to be temperate. This truth is teaching you to be patient. This truth is teaching you how to move and how not to move. Sometimes, a soft answer turns away wrath, but you have to understand when the time is for a soft answer. Because sometimes even with your rib, or especially with brothers, that's not always a soft answer necessary. Sometimes a sharp rebuke is necessary, man. If it's a serious business, serious matter, sharp rebuke should come, man. But it's a light thing, brother just feel fucked up about it. He fucked maybe up, but it's not that of a how can I say, man, ultimate biggie. Hey, you just be like, okay, cool, yeah, there's no problem, man. Just do your thing. Hey, just repent. Do this next time, give him advice, and that's it, man. You're like, hey, just be strong in the Lord. But sometimes the correction have to come, man. There's a certain balance to everything. We can't be all lovey and all dubby all the damn time, man. Especially not in the leadership. And it's what you learn when you start to be in a leader position in the camp, man. The Heavenly Father's teaching you, like, yo, you can't always be all lovey-dovey. Sometimes you have to rebuke and also to see the brother's character. How are you going to react? You going to talk back or take it like a man? You be like, no, there's not like that. Demon going to jump on him? Or he going to react righteous? But just taking the rebuke, man. And then maybe if he sees something wrong, he just answers respectful manner, man. Because even though, whichever brother, whichever position it is, we should be respectful towards one another, man. We should have love for one another. And if you love one another, you have respect for him, man. That's simply it. Why? Because what does Yahushua say? If you love me, keep my commandments, right? So the love goes also with a certain level of respect. Because if you love, you can all day say you love somebody. But if you don't respect that person that you say you love, you won't do the things that he says. Because you're like, yeah, man, that's no biggie, man. What's gonna happen? Yeah, I ain't doing that, so okay, so what now? But nevertheless, man, you have to grow in this truth, man. to understand all these things that I just said. You have to grow to understand what I just said, because I had to learn that too. I had to learn that, man. Not to always talk back, not to always say but, if, yes, but, this, that, and the third. Because even though you might not perceive it like that, these are just excuses. Okay, what was the matter? You know, let me say it like that. What was the reason that you committed that trespass or that fault? Yeah, because of this, and this guy. So you first admit, because, you know, I was thinking about it wrong. And then you're saying like, but yeah, man, but, you know, he gave me that thought. No, you should have judged the matter righteously. You should have judged the matter in your mind and be like, okay, no, this is wrong. So this is what you should do. This is what we all should do. You know, things that we hear, we should judge in our mind, is correct or not. And this is how you can also judge. I train your mind to be a judge, man. Because sometimes what I do is, when Elder Pastor has a question, for example, right? I try to watch the camp of the Elder Pastor every week. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I slack. Just be the truth. But I try to stop the video sometimes when he has a question. For example, he says, you know, there was a certain situation, or there's a certain thing that he brought out, you know. I try to stop the video and then give my judgment to myself, like, yeah, I would handle this in this way, and this and this and the third. And then I hear the answer of the apostle, and then I judge the matter from that point, man. You know? Then I judge the matter from that point. Because think about it. What is it called? Yeah. So the elder basically puts out the question out there. So you're going to give it the right answer. So this is how you can train yourself, man. Train yourself to be a judge, you know? Or for example, a brother, how you can examine yourself also is another point. How you can examine yourself is, the brother brings out a thing, you know, a certain situation he went through, and while he speaks, you try to, you know, while he gives you the information, you think about what you would done, you know, and then he gives you the answer that he may have done wrong. You know, he did this and this wrong, and then he gives you the right answer. So to that you can judge yourself also. What you can do just in you know, in general, is if a brother brings out a situation, you can put yourself in the situation and see how you would act. The first thought that comes to your mind, basically. This is what I do. And then be like, oh shit, I would have done this. This fucked up. You know? But ultimately, eventually, it's all the Spirit of the Lord teaching you, man. But that's how you can do things. That's how you can try to judge matters and, you know, analyze situations. You know? Yeah, man. So without a lot of talking, I want to keep on reading. Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, which is the scriptures. You know? The understanding of the scriptures, because the scriptures say, rough paraphrase, you could look it up for yourself. He that walketh out of the way of understanding walketh in the way of death, something to this effect. You know? So what does it mean then that when you walk with understanding, when you walk with the understanding of the Heavenly Father, you walk in life, which means you walk under protection, you know? So verse 10, the rest, that he may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. See that you be able to stand against the snares and traps and the deceivery of the devil, man. Because you see, the major deceiver right now is this jab, man. He can deceive you to take it, you know? Speak it all good, speak it all beautiful. You're like, yeah, man, you know, you just take it, you can have your life back, basically. Because I myself go to sign a contract right now. And the first thing he said, like, yeah, so because of the new corona policies, you please have to take a test when you come in. You know, you have to please wear the mask. You know, so hey, this is the thing, man. But you know how it all ends? If you either recovered or juiced up, man. If you're juiced up, you don't have any hold bets, basically. You can go to every restaurant, you can go to all parties, you can do whatever the fuck you want to, man. You know? And like I said in the previous video, hey, to the Spirit I believe, even I was denied for a job because I wasn't juiced up. I was denied for a job, man. And then I see a news post from Instagram, from RT, the German site, you know, the German sister, whatever this is called in English. You know, the RT German, in the German tongue, basically said the new chancellor, which is about to come up, which is Olaf Scholz, is for a vaccination mandate, man. He's completely 100% for a vaccination mandate. And there were certain articles already out there before, the vaccination mandate would be according to the law and things like that. So, showing you we in a continual fight. Because this is even a fight. Because the thought gonna cross your mind, like, yeah, man, just take it and you have your life back, man. That would be cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at it like this, like, man, nah, man, you can't do this. You can't do this. You don't want to do this, So, hey, yeah, man, that's really the thing. So, we're in a continual fight, man. So, verse 12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood." So we don't fight, because wrestling is the art of fighting, So we don't fight against flesh and blood, But it says, but against principalities. When you go into the word principalities, it means demons, man. You fight against demons, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, these elites, with their witches and warlocks. Because you have to understand, as we, set up our prayers to Yahweh Hashem El Shai, they set up their prayers and sacrifice to Satan, man. Because you make our bodies live sacrifice, right? They sacrifice literal bodies, man. Sacrifice little children, there's a... Oh. There's a certain not news, but a certain site where they tell you, even like, for example, on Christmas, Christ Mass, on the not the birth of Yahushua, which is not, because the day is not the birth of Yahushua again. It says there has to be sacrificed 30, I think, at 33 or 34-year-old, so the age of Yahushua, man, when he was crucified. So they're showing you, man, they have their sacrifice, they have their witchcraft on the left-hand side. So we fight against these things. That's what you have to understand, man. And ultimately, what is Satan's goal? Read Luke 22 and 31, man. Yahushua said, rough paraphrase, Simon, Simon, Satan has desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat, man. But then what did Yahushua say? Yahushua said, but I've prayed for thee, that the faith fail not. And when thou convert, when you come back, man, when you're strong back, strengthen the brethren, man. When you have overcome, the same thing for us. We may go through our trials, tribulations. Yeah, we have to fight daily, but we in this thing together, man. Even though we walk this walk, everybody alone, and everybody going to judge by his actions, but your action towards your brother going to be judged also. Was your help to your brother? He needed you. He told you. He asked you for advice, asked you for spiritual breakdown. Just wanted to talk to you, but you deny him, man. This is all going to go into judgment, man. It's not, this truth is not only about, I'm Hebrew Israelite, I do a lot of videos. No, man, when you grow in this truth, you're going to see that it's more than that, man. You have to be there for brethren. You have to, you have to really apply a lot of things, man. Be there for brethren, judge matters, correct brothers. It's not all about yourself, man. It's not all about yourself, man. It's not all about yourself, man. We a body, man. Because if I'm gonna be, if I'm the little pinky, and I'm injured, for example, I'm affected. I say it like that. I'm affected, like really with a heavy disease. For example, I got bacteria, and now it's flesh-eating bacteria, man. I might, if we don't treat it right, I have to be cut off, man. And then look how you're gonna walk for pinky, man. So this is why we have to always watch out, man. We have to always watch out, be always there for brethren, and always see and judge the matters with them, and see, what's wrong with them. See what is wrong with them, and really uphold them, man. Uphold them and strengthen them. Because for me, like I said, for example, hey, walk for the right pinky, man. And what I mean with that, what this metaphor meant is a brother that is in a state of a right pinky, which is seen as nothing. He's not really recognized by brethren as a great teacher or whatever, or something like that. He's not seen as a great part of the body, but he is. Because he does things that nobody sees, that nobody recognizes, man. You know, nobody really acknowledges these things, but he's essential part. And if he get affected, nobody takes care of him, nobody, you know, treat him right. Hey, then we're gonna stand out there without the right pinky, and then he has to be replaced, man. You know, and it's gonna be a tough time then. So we have to always watch out for one another, man. Yeah, we in this fight, ourselves, but we are fighting every day. That's why when the spirit hits you, the thought crosses your mind, hit up a brother, man. The spirit probably upon you to talk to this brother to build him up, or that he may build you up, man. You know. So it says Ephesians 6:12, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And it says, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, like I said, the witches and warlocks, man. And that's what we're fighting against, man. We fight against the left-hand side, man. Which you ultimately see is there's the right-hand side of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is Yahweh Shai, and the angels, the elect, and then you have the left-hand side, which is Satan and Esau. And it's just a, you know, preordained fight from Yahweh Shemel Shai, and the elect gonna come out victorious, man, through Yahweh Shai. So fight your fight, man. Never give up, but fight your fight. You know, because let me close out with that, like what I had at the beginning. The book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2. Let me start verse 1, because we're in a fight, right? It says, Sirach 2:1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare yourself for temptation. So we're going to come to this truth and going to be tempted, man. Going to be tried, because the word tempt goes into testing. Going to be tested, man. Set the heart right and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. See, so don't run away in the time of trouble, man. And don't make haste. Don't be hasty in the time of trouble. Because troublous time's going to come. But you shouldn't be all hasty. Like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And make today wrong decisions, man. I'm telling you that every father going to teach you patience to ways that you not think about it, man. You know. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, that thou mayst be increased. Salakia. Let me read it again. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Now, verse 3, Salakia, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at the last end. See? So don't depart away. Why? Because even though, like I said, you can read it, Wisdom Solomon chapter 3, you know, start verse 1, read down all the way to 7 or 8, you know. The scriptures speak about, man, even though there's die in the sight of man, yet it's the hope full of immortality. Yeah, man, we might die, but our hope is full of immortality. So that we're going to be increased our last end, you know. That's what we should do. So that's why we should stay strong in the Lord. And it says, and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at the last end. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, man. Sometimes you're going to be brought into a lower state, but you have to stay strong, man. You have to stay strong, always and all times. You know, you might be brought low, you know, very low, but hey, you have to stay strong, man. You know, verse 5, for gold is trying to fire, acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, man. So hey, we're going to the fire, but we have to stay strong. So, hey, now I have to go to the thing. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor, and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. No, I don't know, man. Bear for 1 second. Come. So Salakia, let me finish this off real quick. Because it says, for gold is trying to find an acceptable man in front of adversity. So you're going to go through tough times, man. Adversity means, you know, suffering, mourning, going through sorrows, man. But you have to stay strong, man, not cleave away. And cleave, but not turn away, man. So we're in a spiritual fight every day, man. Keep on fighting, don't give up, man. Because we're going close to the end, you know. And it's always like in the battle, man. If you're in the fight, on the marathon, the last few meters count, man, the most. So you just have to endure and overcome and do unto the end through the spring power of Yahweh Shai, Shai, man. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor, and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstones of truth. Peace and blessings salutation to the elect out there, spreading this truth and sincerity. You know, it's a charity across the four winds, man. You know, hey, praying hope this was edifying. Y'all to the next one. Shalom. And again, double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstones of truth, man. And all praise, glory, and honor, thanks be to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Shalom.